Hey there, YouTube. In celebration of me actually finding a Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Edition on launch day, I figured I would do a quick review and an unboxing of the this fancy, smancy, super cutting edge console. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got let's see, Super Entertainment Nintendo Entertainment System. Games included, never released. Star Fox 2. Oh, Star Fox 2. Uh, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, F-Zero, Mario Kart, Zelda. Yeah, so stuff. Good times, good times. Um, yeah, so it comes with two controllers this time, which is fantastic because I get the feeling that when they released the original NES Classic, they just weren't like trying. They were like, "Hey, let's release this thing and we'll test the market with it and see what happens." And yeah, they sent it with one controller and then made extra controllers impossible to find. But I hear they're re-releasing the NES Classic Edition next year or so, and they're gonna produce more of them. Maybe they'll produce some extra controllers because I really would like to have a second controller. Anyways, this one comes with two, so you know, totally great. That's fantastic. Good choice. And releasing an unreleased game. That's cool. Anyways, side. NES control, not controller. This is the console side. This is the controller side, guys. Right here. This is the controller side. This is the console side. Okay, got that. Okay, Super NES console. It's a super retro blast from the past with the return of the all-time fan favorite Super Nintendo Entertainment System. This mini-sized Super NES Classic Edition system is packed with over 20 packed and pre-installed classic Super Nintendo Entertainment System games from the 90s. Fully loaded and ready to play using original style Super NES Classic controllers. Okay, Super NES Classic style controllers. Let's see here. Super NES Classic controller. Play classic Super Nintendo Entertainment System games the way they were meant to be played on a full-sized original Super NES controller. Just plug it in and you're ready to go. Includes all of the original features. Plus control pad for quick control and movement. A, B, X, and Y buttons for rapid fire action. Special L and R shoulder buttons. And select and start. No, I'm sorry. Select and start for menu selection and pausing the game. Awesome. It's also in French and Spanish. I'm not sure how they decided that French should go Spanish. Maybe it's alphabetical. E, F. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Got it. I thought they were trying to send a message there and be, you know, ethnocentric jerks. I don't know. Classics. So it says classics again, like on the other box. Here, let's see. Let's see here. On the other box right here. Let's see. Classics. Classics. So they have a different controller each time. So that's something to know, guys. All right. Anyways, yeah, I was really excited to get one of these. I went to like a million stores and spent like my whole entire like time when I would be sleeping, you know, from like 5:30 in the morning all the way until I don't know. Let's see. It took me until like noon 30, you know, to find a console. Had given up completely and just went into a random game store on a whim, and there were like three people in line, and I was like, okay. The first two people bought console. The third guy was like, yeah, hey bro, hey man, oh, you guys got the new Madden? And the guy's like, this one? And the guy's like, yeah, that's it, dude. And I was like, there was one console left on the counter, and I was like, what? And then the guy bought Madden and left, and he didn't buy an NES. So I was like, hey, is that Super Nintendo for sale? And the guy's like, yup. And I was like, sweet. And I said, I will buy that. And so I did. And now I have a Super Nintendo. Let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Um, I don't know. I'm just like shaking right now. I'm like, I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what's inside. See what's inside here. Let's hope this thing doesn't disappoint like the other one did. I mean, didn't disappoint like the other one did. So what we got here? We've got no poster this time, I'm guessing. Okay, we got like a little booklet. It says Super Mario World. It's telling us about Super Mario World, guys. case you don't know what that is. What is this Mario? Okay, so there we go. That's the console. We've got a box. We've got a booklet. And we've got, you know, some Nintendo stuff here. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the console. These are the controllers. This is a cool flap that flaps back and forth, so that you know it's there. This is here comes the power plug, which is wrapped in a number 4 LDPE recyclable bag. So in case you guys are wondering, it's a 4. So if your county or city or local municipality recycles 4, you're good. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to throw it in the garbage like everyone else. Let's see what we got here. We've got a let's just do it. Let's just get out of the way. So cool. Look at this. It's got a little reset button. I want to see. I gotta know. I gotta know if it clicks the same way. Oh, can you guys feel that at home? Oh, that's so hot. Okay. Power. Oh, that's sexy, dude. That's the same thing. But the eject button doesn't work. Are there no? Okay, I don't know where to plug in the... Hey, HDMI. It's not printed on the back of this one. Check it out. HDMI. Not printed. Okay, cool. Same plugs. Looks like it has the same plugs. DC in, HDMI out. Cool little vent on the back. Looks like an actual NES for the most part. Support Nintendo.com. Let's do that one more time. Yeah, that is hot. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, so that's how you open that. I just noticed those little gaps. So I guess that's where you plug them in, is this little thing on the front, which is cool. It has like a little pop-on thing. It feels like, I don't know. It's not as hot. It's not as sexy as the other buttons. It's cool though. I mean, it's okay. So yeah, but it's so awesome. Okay, anyways. Let's move on. That's like giving me heart palpitations. It's so hot. Okay, so here's the power cable. Comes in a blue thing. It's got like these cool little twist ties. Oh, they got like little ears. The twist ties have like little ears. Oh, that's adorable. It's like they folded them over, like they have a machine that does that, or maybe they do them by hand, so you feel like you need something that's just like dog-eared there, like a pug, you know, like a pug with a weird ear that flaps over. You know, the little ears that fold like a triangle. Yeah. Okay. Here's a controller. It's purple. It's beautiful. So if you get the American version, I don't know about the Canadian version, but the American version, you get the purple controller, the classic purple. And I'm not sure if this is true, but I hear you might get the red, blue, yellow, green color combo buttons in other countries that are like European or Australian, or I don't know, maybe Canada too. I don't know. I didn't check that far into it. But you can get the other button colors, which I had one of each when I was a kid. So I am going to be surfing the internet hoping that someone wants to sell one of their Super Nintendo, what is this, Classic Edition controllers, you know, so that I can get one with all the colored buttons, because that's cool. What do we got here? You know, because I can't play video games without color coding. Xbox. Anyways, so yeah, I've got this this one. This is the power cable. This is another cable for the controllers. So it comes with 2 controllers. We got an HDMI cable in the box, which seems to be about as firm as the previous one, which is super hard to bend. Anyways, that's about the whole thing. We got to do our because I do toy videos normally, little tiny toy videos of little tiny action figures that are super cool. I have to do my standard comparison. We got this. Let's do a comparison of these consoles. Hey, they even yellowed the NES Classic. The NES Classic is yellowed. That is so cool. I never noticed that before. Yellowed, gray, yellowed, bluish gray, yellowed, purplish gray. It's purplish or bluish gray. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of purplish. This is yellowed, just like my actual vintage console. This one is not. This is fancy and shiny and clean. So, guys, that is a really cool detail that I have never noticed before. And of course I wouldn't have noticed because this is my first time opening it. But I did not notice that because I never compared it to an SNES to see if they were... That is really cool. That is so cool. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's definitely like yellowed versus gray. That is super cool. Anyways, yeah, so I got to do my standard, have the little, toys come and show how big they are compared to the thing. The Diaclone figures versus the SNES and the Tiny Ninja Turtles. Stand up. Ah. Anyways, there we go. So we got our Diaclone guy. He's just about 3 or 4 centimeters, maybe a quarter of an inch tall, or shorter than the Super Nintendo. And Mikey is probably, yeah, Mikey's the same height. See, no, Mikey's the same shortness. He's about quarter of an inch shorter. And we got so that means these are about an inch. The Super Nintendo's about an inch and a quarter tall in the front, maybe an inch and a half in the middle, up here where the control deck would be, or the cartridge deck would be. Mikey on a skateboard is taller. He's yeah, so he's about the same height on the side. So yeah, that's cool. This is a little bit shorter, which I think that's probably true in real life too with the actual full size ones. But anyways, thanks for watching.